Across the world, a silent crisis is unfolding, one that doesn't roar like a storm or strike like an earthquake, yet its impact is far more devastating. Rivers are shrinking, wells are sinking, and the water we once took for granted is slowly disappearing. In many places, families wake up each day unsure if there will be enough water to drink, cook, or keep their crops alive. But just when the future seems uncertain, a new wave of innovation is rising. Scientists are creating machines that pull water from thin air, engineers are turning salty ocean water into clean drinking water, and farmers are using smart technology to grow more food with less water. This is the story of a world on the edge of crisis and the extraordinary ideas that could save it. Water scarcity is becoming one of the biggest challenges of our time. Across the world, rivers are shrinking, groundwater is disappearing, and millions of people are struggling to find enough water for drinking, farming, and daily life. As the climate continues to change, droughts are lasting longer, temperatures are rising, and rainfall is becoming unpredictable. All these changes are placing a huge burden on communities that depend on water to survive. But even with these problems, people around the world are responding with new ideas and innovations designed to conserve water and improve how it is used. These solutions are not just technological. They are practical steps that can help protect our future. In many countries, water scarcity is not a distant threat. It is already a daily reality. Farmers wake up early to check dry fields, hoping for rainfall that may never come. Families travel miles to collect water from wells that are slowly drying up. Urban areas experience water rationing, where people must manage their entire day with just a few liters. As global populations grow, the demand for water increases, creating an even larger gap between what we need and what is available. This is why innovation is so important, because traditional methods of collecting and storing water are no longer enough. One of the most promising innovations is desalination, the process of turning seawater into drinkable water. Since oceans cover more than 2/3 of the planet, desalination offers a massive source of potential water. In places like Saudi Arabia, Israel, and parts of the United States, desalination plants are providing millions of liters of clean water every day. Modern desalination technologies use less energy than older methods, making them more affordable and efficient. Some new systems even use solar power to reduce the electricity costs and carbon emissions. While desalination is not perfect and still requires improvements, it has become one of the most reliable solutions for regions suffering from extreme drought. Another important innovation is atmospheric water generation. These devices pull moisture from the air and convert it into clean drinking water, even in dry climates. The idea may sound futuristic, but the technology is already being used in villages, schools, and disaster-stricken areas. These machines can run on solar energy, making them ideal for remote places where electricity is limited. Atmospheric water generators can produce anywhere from a few liters to several hundred liters of water per day, depending on the model. This technology offers a new pathway to water independence, especially in communities that lack access to rivers or wells. Agriculture, which consumes nearly 70% of the world's fresh water, is another area where innovation is crucial. Traditional irrigation systems waste a lot of water through evaporation and runoff. Modern drip irrigation has changed this completely. Instead of spraying water across entire fields, drip irrigation delivers water directly to the roots of plants in slow, precise amounts. This technique significantly reduces water waste and increases crop yields. Farmers using drip irrigation can grow more food using less water, which is essential in drought-prone regions. In addition to drip systems, smart irrigation technologies use sensors and satellite data to understand soil moisture, rainfall patterns, and crop needs. This allows farmers to irrigate only when necessary, reducing water use even further. Water recycling is also becoming a key solution in the fight against drought. Many countries now treat wastewater so that it can be safely reused for agriculture, industry, and even drinking. Modern treatment plants use advanced filtration, ultraviolet light, and reverse osmosis to remove contaminants. The result is clean, high-quality water that can be used multiple times before being released back into the environment. Cities like Singapore and Los Angeles are already pioneers in recycled water systems. Reusing water in this way reduces stress on natural sources and helps communities build a more sustainable water cycle. Rainwater harvesting is an older idea, but modern systems are far more effective than traditional methods. Simple rooftop collection setups can capture thousands of liters of water during a single rainfall. This water can be used for gardening, household needs, or even drinking once it is properly filtered. In rural areas, large underground tanks store rainwater for use during dry seasons. Some cities have introduced policies requiring new buildings to include rainwater harvesting systems. By capturing water when it does fall, communities can prepare for the dry days ahead. Another unique innovation is fog harvesting. In regions where rainfall is scarce but fog is common, special nets are placed in mountainous or coastal areas. These nets capture tiny droplets of water from passing fog, which then drip into storage containers. This method has been successful in countries like Chile, Peru, and Morocco. Fog harvesting provides communities with a clean, low-cost source of water without the need for energy or complex machinery. The simplicity of the idea makes it powerful, especially in remote locations. Technology is also helping to repair water scarcity by detecting leaks and reducing water loss. Many cities lose a large portion of their water supply due to broken pipes, aging infrastructure, and unnoticed leaks. Smart water management systems use sensors and digital mapping to identify leaks quickly. Repair crews can fix problems before large amounts of water are lost. This not only saves water, but also saves money and improves the reliability of public water systems. In homes, innovation is making it possible for people to reduce their water use without changing their lifestyle. Low-flow faucets, dual-flush toilets, and water-efficient appliances help reduce the amount of water needed for everyday tasks. Some devices even monitor how much water a household uses and give suggestions to lower consumption. While these changes may seem small, when millions of people adopt them, the total water savings become significant. Communities are also experimenting with nature-based solutions. One example is restoring wetlands, which act like natural sponges that absorb and store water. During heavy rains, wetlands reduce flooding by slowing the movement of water. During dry periods, they slowly release stored moisture back into rivers and groundwater. Planting trees is another strategy. Trees help increase rainfall, prevent soil erosion, and improve groundwater recharge. In many parts of the world, reforestation projects are helping to rebuild natural water cycles that were damaged by decades of land misuse. Innovation does not always mean expensive technology. Sometimes the most effective solutions are simple, low-cost ideas that fit local conditions. For example, clay pot irrigation uses buried clay pots filled with water to slowly release moisture to nearby plants. This method uses far less water than surface watering and is easy to set up. Another solution is sand dams, which trap water in seasonal rivers and store it underground. These dams provide a reliable source of water during dry months and can support entire villages. Education and community participation are also important parts of solving water scarcity. When people understand how valuable water is, they are more likely to protect it. Schools, governments, and organizations are teaching communities how to conserve water, maintain their local water systems, and adopt sustainable practices. In many places, water committees have been formed to manage wells, distribute water fairly, and resolve conflicts. These community-led efforts ensure that innovations work effectively in the long term. Many companies are also developing new materials that can absorb water from the atmosphere, store it efficiently, or reduce evaporation from reservoirs. Some researchers are creating hydrogels that can capture water from moist air and release it when heated by the sun.
Others are working on special covers for reservoirs that reduce evaporation while allowing sunlight to pass through. These materials are still in development, but they show great promise for the future.
Around the world, governments and organizations are investing in long-term water planning.
This includes creating large-scale water transfer projects that move water from areas with surplus to areas with shortages. Some countries are building underground reservoirs to store excess water during rainy seasons. Others are strengthening their water policies to prevent overuse, pollution, and waste. These strategies help ensure that water resources are managed wisely and sustainably. In the end, the challenge of water scarcity is more than a crisis, it is a turning point. As droughts intensify and supplies shrink, the world is being forced to rethink how it uses its most precious resource. But in this struggle, something powerful is happening. New technologies, smarter systems, and creative solutions are proving that we are not powerless. From solar-powered desalination to atmospheric water generators, from intelligent irrigation to recycled water systems, innovation is showing us a path forward. Yet the true solution lies not only in advanced machines, but in the choices we make every day. Every drop saved, every system improved, every idea shared brings us closer to a safer and more sustainable future.
Water may be limited, but human determination is not. As long as we continue to learn, adapt, and innovate, there is hope.
The future of water is still in our hands, and what we choose to do today will determine the world we leave behind for tomorrow.